So when we look at the forward-looking seat capacity now for the EAC, we can see that total scheduled capacity for international flights going to the EAC is growing by plus 9% year on year. Compared to last year's figures. And the largest and most significant growth is coming from long-haul flights going to Kigali, which is up 89%, which is a great result for those guys. And that was thanks to 7 new routes in Kigali, 3 of which originate in Brussels. Only Dar es Salaam has a decreasing flight capacity for both long-haul and intra-African international arrivals. And this has been due to a very important route which got dropped, which was Muscat to Dar es Salaam, and that was operated by Oman Air. So, a quick summary, as I've got 35 seconds left. International arrivals to Africa are up 13% year on date. Americas and Asia Pacific are leading that growth. International intra-African arrivals are up 14% year to date. Tunisia, Egypt and Morocco are the ones leading that growth. Forward-looking international arrivals to Africa are up 15.2% year on year. Europe, Americas, Asia Pacific all outperforming the market. Forward-looking international capacity shows Addis Ababa and Tunis demonstrating the most growth, with Cape Town showing the most intra-African growth. Total international arrivals to the EAC are up 12.2% year to date, and forward-looking international arrivals are up plus 8% year on year. Finally, forward-looking international capacity for the EAC is up 9% year on year, with Kigali showing the strongest growth. That's it, my time is up, unfortunately, or perfectly, as the case may be. I just want to say, if any of you have any questions, obviously we haven't got time now today for this, during this particular presentation, but if you have any questions, if you want to know any more insights about any destinations that you're interested in, please come and grab me. I've got my colourful Rwanda-style tie on today, so hopefully you should be able to spot me. But really happy to work with anybody who's interested in our data and share any insights that we've got for you. So all that leaves me to say is, if I can get my pronunciation correct, Murakoze and Umunsi Muiza. Thank you very much and have a good day. Thank you.
Gerard, I'm going to ask a question because we got a session on safety and security later. What sort of impact does an incident have in forward bookings, and how quickly does it tend to bounce back?
It varies on the type of incident that you're talking about. So the incidents that we track, sadly recently we're tracking an awful lot of terrorist incidents that happen. So you had Manchester, you've had Paris, you've had the recent attack, which is not directly terrorism, but I'm not sure what the difference is in Las Vegas. And straight away we'll see an impact. So with our data being updated every day, you do tend to see an impact, and it depends on the nature of it, and it depends on what the sensitivity is of the source markets. So the American outbound market, the US outbound market, tends to be quite sensitive, in particular to terrorism and these kind of events. Okay. So you'll see an immediate effect. On the plus side, we see it rebounding really quite quickly, generally. It can take sort of 3 to 4 weeks where you're then back on track on the normal forward-looking situation. But it does vary by event. And that's something actually that a lot of different news and media organizations, they're contacting us now all the time as soon as anything happens, because we're the only ones who actually know what the immediate impact is. And because we've got 8 years worth of data with all of these different events, no matter what they are anywhere in the world, we can actually then compare it to other similar events and see what was the overall recovery time on previous hurricanes, for example, in North America. Katrina in, was it 2015? Yeah. So we can compare that, and then we can share that data with Houston in this particular case, and we can say, okay, this is what it's going to look like now for you, is our best estimate.
Perfect, thank you. Yep. Thank you, Gerard.
Thank you very much.
The insight. Gerard touched upon visa facilitation being one of the barriers to entry, but open skies, connectivity is one of the others that we talk about a lot, and which is one of the reasons why we launched AviaDev last year, to try and get the industries talking to each other.